Okay. A little bit more serious. I'm going to be talking about a little bit of things. So, let's get into the video.
Welcome to the Charjr Ryuki channel, where gaming and nachos are law. So sit back, relax, and let's dip in.
Hello guys, it's Charjr Ryuki, and welcome to this vlog. And today what we'll be talking about, something I've been thinking about for a while. And it's been making me think about it even harder because it's something that just never seems to go away. Dragging them down just because you don't like them or you don't like what they're doing. Or like you're disagreeing with them. Sounds stupid. It really does. Because it really doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter where you go, where you work, what school you go to. Heck, just walking down the street. There's going to be people looking, lurking, watching you, talking behind your back, or talking about you even with your present. That's just how it is. A lot of us would like to change that, but then there's some who just... Taylor Swift had a really good saying, a really good 3 words. Just shake it off and move forward. Did I write a script for this? Nope. When does Char ever write a script for what he's going to say? Never does. Just wings it. Like a chicken wing. Now, this ain't going to be a rant or anything. It's just that I'm going to discuss it. And usually, for newcomers to the channel, usually when I bring this guy out, it means I'm going to be doing some angry rants. Some are quite stupid, to be quite honest, but this is also a good hint to why I like to talk. When I'm talking serious, I bring this guy out. If you don't know his name is Rockoyan Jr. He's just a sword cane with a dragon head. In all seriousness, belittling people is just stupid. I mean, it's cowardice. Yeah, you want to get your point across that, yeah, you don't like them, but there's no reason for you to continue on stalking them, harassing them. There's no point to it. Heck, we get enough of that from YouTube. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what they do. All you have to do is be proud of yourself. Stand up, even though it's hard. Stand up and move forward. Always move forward. Of course, life is difficult because it's supposed to be. It's a challenge. No one can beat life. You just have to live it until it's your time. Now, for those newcomers, it's hard to see because this house is bad lighting. I apologize for that. I am covered in scars. I've been through a lot. I know I look like a 45-year-old to you guys, and yeah, my voice might not be something that you guys like, but hey, it's my voice. And I can tell as every day goes by, my voice gets more gravelly. It gets, a little bit deeper, lower, all because I changed my voice, or it's because of the stuff of my past. Of me changing my voice or purposely growling like this, which or in the fights I've been in, which has caused my voice to kind of become like this, like it is right now. I really shouldn't have to apologize for how my voice is. It's just how it is. The scars that I have, the memories that I have, a lot of people wronged me in the past. I know you guys think I'm 45, but I'm 28. I'll be 29 in a couple months. Okay? And yes, that's a running joke apparently on my channel. Nachos and me looking like a 45-year-old apparently. I do try to be funny in these vlogs, but yet this is a serious vlog. I'm trying to make it as serious as possible. For those who are new, like I said, I don't write scripts. So I have to, censor myself while coming in with the right words to say. And, well, let's just go to this point. And I'm going to have to take that out. Let's just go to this point. When people are belittling you, I can't talk, belittle you, how about that, and want to drag you down, or try to purposely involve you in their stupidity, and tell you that what you're drawing is terrible, and just saying a whole bunch of hurtful things, or not liking the fact that you have a house, a family that loves you, or all these fancy things. Well, not everyone is privileged to be able to draw. And everyone has their whole unique things. Unique things they want to draw, or a unique way how they draw. Me, myself, I draw monsters and weapons. That's all I do. It's not very good. Some of it comes out absolutely great. But that's very rare. I freehand everything that I draw. And freehanding is my thing. A lot of people like to draw cute little pictures. And to me, cute is not a word that I would normally use. Unless you're talking about my dog. She's adorable. Seeing these drawings, yeah, they're cute. They're adorable. They'll be perfect for a kid's book. A kid's book in the future. As long as you yourself, or you meet someone who can come up with the story and help you draw the perfect child story for them to enjoy. It'll be perfect. Now, we don't always get what we want. And that's another way of saying, for life be saying, to be as a challenge, to test you. Especially how you react to everyone else's stupidity. And yes, it's best to just ignore it. Sometimes the only way to fight, or is the only way to, settle it, is to fight back. In my own opinion, that's the dumbest thing to do. But yet sometimes you can also earn that someone's respect. Not all the time. Sometimes they might just end up, let's forget about it. Let's move on. Go to somebody else. Had enough of this person. Let's go somewhere else. Now that doesn't always happen either. But it does occasionally. People out there will try and tell you how to live your life, how to do your job, especially if you've been there for 10 years. like me, and do everything they can to get inside your head to bring you down. Or that will make fun of the fact that you are single. That's another subject that's also quite touchy with even me. Bullying, life, dating. It's a royal pain in the rear. Making friends is hard. Just simply talking to people is difficult. I'm not the most sociable butterfly in the world, but at least I get out of the house and I try. No, no one can always handle the honesty. Because if you ask me a question, I'm going to be quite honest. And you might not like it. To me, it's just a word. It's just an opinion. It doesn't need to be taken seriously. And really nothing else needs to be taken so seriously. He even agrees. The thing I know, I don't know everything, okay? I don't know everything. But I know enough. I most likely will never date again. Ever. I am so numb that I don't feel anything. Now, this is something you guys probably know or don't know about me. So, still on the serious mark here. I'm being brutally honest with you. After talking to a friend of mine who lost his sight through 6 surgeries, and they couldn't, fix whatever problem they had, he ended up losing his sight. After talking to him, because he is still trying, and I'm saying this because it's also a bit inspirational, because he's blind. He lost his sight, but yet he's still trying. And that's pretty darn good. But after talking to him and discussing things, either in person or on the phone, I described how I felt, and I described it the exact same way to my dad because he brought dating up. And I basically described that I felt nothing, zero, no feeling whatsoever. And a lot of the videos and vlogs that I've done, you hardly see any, like, oh, you can't see me. You hardly see any real emotion besides, being tired, being a little bit frustrated, irritable. But you hardly see any laughs unless, to say I'm really enjoying something. Usually I'm calm, but yet I'm very angry. And that's what I always say, is like, all you see is, me being calm, but on the inside I am like a volcano ready to blow. I'm just waiting for that one person to flip the switch. It's basically the fact that I no longer have trust. I have hardly any trust for anyone. There's only a small handful of people who've earned my trust, earned my respect. Not a lot, just a handful. I'm not sociable, which makes it even harder to date, and I don't like people, also makes it harder. And because of my experiences I don't trust women at all. Period. You, I because of my because of my experience, I hardly trust women at all, and I flat out admit that. And that's terrible. I'd get a lot of hate for that. Don't care. Because you guys don't know what I've been through. And I ain't saying what I've been through is far worse than anyone else. Like someone who was born blind, or lost their sight, or lost a leg, or arm, lost anything. I ain't saying what happened to me is far worse than anyone else. But it done enough to bring this numbness, this empty feeling right here. And what leads to this is rushing into dating, rushing into relationships would end up hurting you in the end. It's something that I tell that when other people would, talk to me, because of the fact that I'm not really the most talker in the world, also makes me the best listener, I guess. And somehow I come up with some of the deepest words you can ever say, because it allows me to bounce off and react to what they're saying. Well, and another thing that made me just think about it just now. Years ago, actually I would say 10 years ago, just as I got my start at my job, I was basically got screwed by one girl who was my ex, and then I ended up with someone else that also ended up screwing me in the end. And a lot of women will say, "Oh, it's mainly your fault. You're the guy, or it's always your fault." No, it's not. That's not how things work. And yeah, coming from a 28-year-old, gonna be 29 years, like, God, screw him. But she was basically using me to get this other guy, trying to get this other guy jealous, so she would end up with him. So she was gonna dump me anyway. And she didn't think I would figure that out. Apparently, yeah, wrong about that. I ended up in a call with somebody, and she told me that the guy that works with her dad, or works for her dad, had told him that he was going to get him a girlfriend, and this guy was nuts. And the reason I'm saying that is because he was willing to commit suicide if he wasn't going to get a girlfriend. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, ending your own life because of a girl or a guy is completely... It's wrong. That's absolutely mental. That never should be something that you would lead to, no matter how depressed that you are. Never. You should never end your life, or choose to, because of a dog, or a cat, or anything. And I say that because my last ex from 4 years ago got herself all drugged up on weed and booze. She wanted to commit suicide. She's not the only girl that I stopped from committing suicide. Yeah, I talked that guy down. I told him he needed to stop harassing the girl that I was with. I told him that he shouldn't, he shouldn't be wasting his life away just because he's, desperate for a girlfriend. I said, dude, in all seriousness, it's not worth it. I mean, you got a long way to go. There's always going to be a chance that you'll find someone. Suicide's not the answer. Dating's a big old pain in the rear, and you never know when it's going to happen. You never know when you're going to find the right person. And it's just, rushing it only gets you hurt. And the other thing I'm going to say is, for a lot of you people out there, it goes both ways. It's not one side or the other. It goes both ways. Women will say guys always cheat. They always pull this crap. But guess what? Women do too. It's all stupid. It's never one side. It goes full circle. And it never stops. It's a broken record that always keeps moving. It always does. My only question is to that, why cheat? Why be with that person? Why marry them if you're just going to cheat? Why? Answer me that. Because I would like to know. Me? I think I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. And I'm pretty darn content with that. Because as of right now, I have a dog back there who's more loyal than any girlfriend would be. And there's not a single person to prove me wrong for that. I worry about her probably not as much as she worries about me. She flips if I'm not around. The thing is, when it comes to life, when it comes to dating, when it comes to all of this nonsense, basically what you gotta do is stand, when standing isn't easy to do. Because, another way of saying it, when life knocks you down, only you can choose when to stand back up. But always move forward, because you'll look back in the past and think, man, I've done a lot of stupid stuff back in the day. Or, why the heck did I do that? Where did that tattoo come from? I don't remember that. But then you'll be looking at it like, man, I had a good life. Made some friends. Maybe got married, got a girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe got married, had some kids. But I had a good life, and I'm glad I lived it. You always gotta move forward. I know it's hard. I know it's really hard when it comes to dating. When you do everything that you can to make ends meet, make sure everything works right. Like I did, and I still have the feeling now that no matter what I do, especially when it comes to dating, that I'll never be good enough. But maybe someone will think that I'm good enough and accept me for who I am. But again, maybe not. Maybe not for me, but maybe for you. But don't rush things. Let things come to you. You never know when something like love will happen. It'll happen just like me snapping my fingers. Just like that. A blink of an eye. Or something good would happen, like you win $1 billion at the lottery. Ooh, that would be fun. Or you catch the biggest fish. Or you saved someone's life. Stopped them from taking their own. Or being there for a friend who lost a family member. Or being for the family when they lost a son or a daughter. And you were that friend of that person. You never know what will happen. The next day you wake up in the morning. You never know. All you gotta do is be proud of yourself for what you have and what you're capable of doing. And always, always move forward. That's all you gotta do. I know it's hard. I bear scars all over, okay? The scars that I carry, the memories that I hold. But there's always one scar that no one is able to see. That's this scar right here. No one's able to see that. Everyone has scars. Everyone has good and bad memories. And some memories that are alright are memories you really want to forget about. Like, oh, embarrassing. Oh my God, why'd I do that? But no matter what, always be proud of yourself. Be proud that you lived that life. You lived through that. Always stand up for what you think is right. Always be proud of who you are. Nachos. Peace.